In Fire Emblem, one of the earliest classes you'll get in the game is the healer, a character who can only heal and cannot fight at all. That said, one of the most hypest parts of a Fire Emblem game, in my opinion, is when your healer is finally ready to promote and can finally fight. It feels like it came a long way since the days when it couldn't fight at all. And while most healers usually wield tomes when they promote, more recent Fire Emblem games have given them physical weapons such as swords, bows, and axes of all things. I still think that was the craziest one of all. Now this list will follow the same rules as the previous two lists, so I'm only going to be counting characters whose default class can only heal, cannot fight. And I'm also not going to be counting any characters who can reclass into a healer class. And this will mainly be based on the characters themselves rather than their stats. And of course, as usual, this is just my personal opinion. So if you don't agree with it, don't get too mad. Instead, put your list in the comments below. Anyway, that all the way, let's get on with the show. At number 5 is Priscilla from the Blazing Blade. Priscilla is a troubadour and one of the two surviving members of House Cornwall, the other one being her older brother Raven. As a noble lady, she's very polite and kind, however she'll also be a bit naive and stubborn. Now, while her relationship with Raven is pretty cool, what I really find interesting about Priscilla is the fact that she has 4 love interests, yet 3 of them will end in tragic love due to her high station, which I always thought was pretty interesting, kind of unique for a Fire Emblem game. At number 4 is Maria from Shadow Dragon. Maria is the youngest princess of Macedon, and is a very cheerful and naive girl. Now, as for why I like Maria, well, there's the obvious reason for her just being super adorable. But the main reason I like her is just how kind and compassionate she is. Even though her older brother Michaelis used her as a hostage, she quickly forgave him and even tended to his wounds and healed him afterwards, which led to him eventually becoming a good guy in the sequel. Maria is probably one of the kindest characters in the entire series, and that's the main reason I like her. At number 3 is Rochelle from the Sacred Stones. Rochelle is the excited and eccentric princess of Roston. She's very over the top and believes herself to be some kind of chosen hero who will bring light to the world and purge all the darkness or whatever. So, as you can guess, she's a very comical and hilarious character. And yet, despite all this, she can also be very mature and insightful. There are multiple points in the game where she gives advice to both the protagonists, showing just how wise and kind she can be. At number 2 is Elise from Fates. Elise is the youngest princess of Nor and is a very innocent and cheerful character. Despite how childish Elise can be, she is shown to be very astute, adapting her behaviour to fit the current situation. Elise is also extremely kind, even to her enemies. This is shown in the conquest route of the game, where she's kind to Sakura, a princess from an enemy nation, and in her support combos with Xander, where she heals some pirates. Even in Birthright, who betray her, she doesn't hold it against you and actually forgives you and even will team up with you later on in the game. Unfortunately, it doesn't end well for her though. So like Maria, Elise is one of the kindest and compassionate characters in the series, and top it all off, she's incredibly adorable. Now before I move on to number 1, I want to give out a few honorable mentions to healers who, while they didn't make it to the top 5, I still like quite a bit. And my number 1 favourite healer in the Fire Emblem series is Sakura from Fates. Sakura is the shy and timid youngest princess of Hoshino and is very kind and polite. Despite her meekness, however, she has a strong will which emerges whenever the lives of people she cares about is in danger. This is best shown during chapter 22 of Conquest, where she takes up arms against Corin to protect her homeland, despite not liking war or wanting to fight one of her siblings. Now, anyone who saw my character ranking for Fates might be a little surprised that Sakura ranked higher than Elise here, when in that video, Elise ranked higher than Sakura. Well, in that video, that one was based solely on character, and I believe that Elise is the better character than Sakura. However, this video, while character is important, there are a few other factors in this video. The main one for Sakura being, well, she's the girl I like to marry in Fates, or my waifu as the youngins like to call it these days. So yeah, that's pretty much the reason she won out in this video. Some might call that a cop-out, but hey, if she couldn't do well in the Fates video, I felt like she had to do well in this one. Plus, this is my video, so I can make the rules. So anyway, those are my top 5 favorite healers, so don't forget to put yours in the comments below, and if there's another class you'd like to see me rank, make sure to tell me in the comments below as well. Anyway, that's all I'm doing today. Thank you for watching, I'll see you all next time.